everyone! Have you been struggling to get attacks? Are you worried that your character's profiles aren't good enough? My name is Sparky, and today we'll be talking about how to make your character stand out on Artfight. As a disclaimer, this video is advice and you are not obligated to follow it. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. Have you ever heard the saying, don't judge a book by its cover? People on Artfight throw that out the window. I'm not saying everybody judges your character solely on their icon image and nothing else, but the majority do. That being said, the first thing anyone sees of your character is their icon, and it's an important focal point that needs to stand out. If you have a weak icon, it could make or break whether an artist looks at your character or not. So, how do you make character icons more interesting? For me personally, I've been making cheapy icons for my characters because it will show the viewer the character's full design without them having to click anything. They also look like stickers on my profile. If you don't want to do this and just do like a headshot or something, you can also add a border to their icon. There are so many cute icon borders on Pinterest. Simply find a transparent image you like, download it, and go to your character's profile. Press Edit, go to the Images tab, and scroll down to Edit and Reorder Character Images. Ensure you have both your character's icon and the transparent border decoration ready. Find the image you're using as an icon and hit Edit Image. Then hit Re-upload Thumbnail Image. Re-upload your thumbnail image. Before you hit Submit, an option called Border Decoration should appear. Click it and upload your transparent border decoration. Make sure you save the changes you've made by hitting Edit Image. If you don't want to do either of these things, I recommend using a polished piece of the character that you are proud of. Take a look at these two pictures of my character, Amai. Which one catches your eye more? While both are good in their own way, Image A grabs my attention more than Image B. Image A utilizes action and perspective, and is also more polished, while Image B reads as flat and simplified. At the end of the day, though, it's up to you to decide what works best for your character. Let's talk about character images. The main thing you need to have, no matter what, is a full-body, colored, unshaded reference. It doesn't have to be front and back, but people are more likely to tag characters with thorough and usable reference images. By usable, I mean not fully rendered and easy to read. Something else essential you should include in your main reference is your character's Artfight ID. I've heard too many horror stories of people downloading a reference only to be unable to find the character they drew an attack for because they forgot to bookmark them. I know not everybody is that forgetful, but imagine if it happened to you. It would be horrible, right? Another thing I would absolutely include somewhere is your character's color palette. Depending on how small your reference is, it could be difficult for artists to eyedrop your character's colors, which will often turn them away. The way I like to do my color palettes is like this. They are clear, eyedroppable bars of color and text clarifying where the color is used. If you'd like something more stylish for your palettes without the text, I've prepared some templates for you to use. Feel free to screenshot or reference them. If you're importing these into Ibis Paint, using the extract line drawing feature and setting medium to 0 should yield clean line work so you don't get nasty rasterized edges. Let's get into some optional ideas. If you want to pay extra attention to detail, I would include the character's side profile. A side profile doesn't have to be full body, it can just be their head, but if your character has a complex design or a unique body type, a full body side profile can be useful for artists. Mouth references are a big one also. If you have a fantasy character, like a monster, they might have unique teeth or a unique tongue. They could also have lip piercings or mouth tattoos. Another good reference to provide is one without most clothing. Let's take a look at my character Elise, for example. Because of her skirt, you cannot see the shape of her legs well. To help both myself and others draw her better, I made a separate version of her reference where she's in just her undergarments. It's not presented in a sexual or suggestive context, and is clearly just an additional reference. I don't recommend making these types of references suggestive or naked because then the image will need to be filtered and fewer people will be able to see it on your character's profile. Another thing to consider, which is kind of like the opposite of what I just said, is if you want them to change your character's outfit. If you do, I would make another reference image like this with a few ideas. Here's a template I use for mine. You are free to use it, but please credit me if you do. Something else I'd like you to consider is design notes. I personally utilize the Character Permissions tab for this. Little details like scars are easy to overlook, and you can point them out here and specify whether or not they're optional. If you want to separate different clauses like I did, insert a horizontal rule. You can also use this to say what people can and cannot do with your character. Finally, if you have any related characters, you can link them. For example, two characters who are dating, close friends, or siblings. If your character relates to one of your friend's characters, you can still link them. Someone might choose to draw your character and the character you linked interacting if you do this, and let me tell you, it is so rewarding. Let's talk about the written portion of your character. You don't have to write anything if you don't want to. However, I feel disengaged when someone writes too little or too much. You do not need to put the character's entire life story, but that doesn't mean you should be vague either. Give your reader just enough information to understand your character. For example, their personality, things they like, stuff they do in their free time, favorite hobbies, music taste, or foods.
Who the fuck dare to call me when I'm so busy?
Let's talk about tags. Adding relevant tags to your character is important so that people can find them in the tag search. Believe it or not, people use this feature to find bookmarks before and during the fight. I used it a lot when I was running out of characters to draw, or just looking for new ones. Even if you don't use it, it is helpful to other people and it'll help you receive more defenses. Let's address the elephant in the room, BBCode. Do you want to make your character's profile go from this to this? If you said yes, my tutorial on it is linked on screen. Thanks for watching and stay sparky!